Honor and faith, traveler. I could use your assistance. The Fighters Guild is under assault. Already 4 guild halls have fallen, and now Master Merrick, leader of the guild, has disappeared. It pains me to admit it, but I need help. No one has claimed credit for the attacks, and evidence has been lacking. It makes no sense. Still, I expect more and more attacks at any time. Without Master Merrick, our guild could fall. It's our biggest crisis since the plane meld. Just that. I was supposed to meet him here, but he never arrived. Most of the guild is securing the remaining halls, but with you here, we can track down the guildmaster and stop these attacks. The guild needs you, comrade. Will you answer the call? I've received conflicting reports from trusted guild scouts. Merrick has supposedly been sighted in Malabal Tor, northern Alakir Desert, and East March. Obviously, he can't be everywhere. Choose a location to investigate and meet the scout there. Merrick is many things, but mage is not one of them. I trust the scouts, but he could not be in 3 distant places at the same time. I need you to make your best guess. Pick a location and see if you can find our missing guildmaster. I appreciate that. With Merrick missing, I need to coordinate the defense of the guild halls, analyze scouting reports, and try... A guild scout talked to Hunt. Both Merrick and I know the desert well, but I have no... A guild scout says Merrick was spotted outside Windhelm, a place of snow, and a guild scout talked... I would be surprised if you didn't, comrade. As I understand it, he hasn't changed much since becoming guildmaster. I know he has mixed feelings about how he got the position, but... he's been a shining example for the guild. There's no one I'd rather serve, no one I'd rather learn from. We were following up on the attacks, but not getting very far. He sent me to file a report with the guild. Then I was supposed to meet him here. He never arrived. When I informed the guild of the situation, the scouting reports started coming in. There is not much to tell. They fought well. I respect Guildmaster Merrick. Devastating. Guildmaster Merrick and I were...
Hey, the prince sent you? Let's talk. That little princess I'll never mentioned he was sending you to meet me. How the tusk have you been, pal? And no, hold that thought. We got work to do. Guild Scout, Bruiser, and General Pain in the Arse. At least that's what Merrick calls me. While most of the guilds settled in to defend the remaining guild halls, I volunteered to stay in the field. I was looking into the attacks on the Fighters Guild when word reached me that the Little Prince had lost our guildmaster. When I heard rumors that someone who matched Merrick's description was in the area, I sent my report and started to investigate. Hunters informed me that they had seen someone matching Merrick's description exploring the north. Said he seemed intense, like a man on a mission. I got this far and decided to wait for you. The trail leads north, so that's where we're going. Nothing wrong with that. It's healthy even. I met a healer once who said that bottling up your emotions gives you worms. Or was it dark humors? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I hit him when he tried to put a swamp jelly on my head. Oh, you know, a little of this, a bit of that. Mostly been working with the Fighters Guild. Merrick's a good leader, and there's always something to fight. It's in the name, after all. But these attacks... someone's definitely out to destroy the guild. That trap on the ground looks familiar. Check it out. Yep, that's one of Merrick's, all right. Uses them when he's too busy to stop at a proper inn. Let's keep going. That camp looks promising. See what those papers are all about. Went after the enemy by himself? That spot on the map. It's northwest of here.
Damn.
You there. I could use some help.
How about you tell my friend what happened here? Tread carefully, pal.
That Fighters Guild warrior was a storm of fury. Left me alive so I could tell some prince what happened here. But neither of you looks much like a prince to me. Revenge happened. We misjudged the Guildmaster's skill and his worm. What you call the worm cult made me swear to tell Princess Ah everything I know. I don't think so. Not quite yet. My pain is great. Get me something to ease my suffering. Then, I'll share what I know. You bastard! The pain is too great. I'll pass out or die before I can tell you everything I know. And then where will you be? Please, help me. And we'll both get what we want. Mist scrub grows around here. Low bushes with red, jagged leaves. Chewing the leaves dulls pain. Bring me some mist scrub leaves, and I'll tell you everything. No more talking until I get those mist scrub leaves. It grows northwest of here.
The damn worm cult! I knew the armor looked familiar. Get that mist scrub so he'll tell us more. Merrick came this way. You can tell by all the dead bodies. But that armor, it can't be them, can it?
Japanese were in a good mood when they made this place.
Let's get those leaves back to that cultist scum. And he better not have died before I get to kill him.
By the black void, this hurts. Do you have I'm pragmatic. Relieving this pain is worth what I have to tell you. Smart. And I'm in too much pain to argue. Merrick spared my life when I told him that the Order of the Black Worm, what you called the Worm Cult, has returned to take vengeance on first the Fighters Guild, then the Mages Guild, then all of Tamriel. I told him that our leader, Mazama, had business with Magister Andrello at Volkwasten's Tall Trunk Tavern. But he left before I could tell him the rest. We have a new weapon. I don't know any details, but Mazama called it a Soul Reaper. Your kindness is refreshing. A generous act I've not experienced in a very long time. More reason to abandon the Order and make a fresh start. I'll limp into town once the pain subsides. Thank you.
Leave him. Let's go over what we know. This little worm claims he's renounced his evil ways. Guess I won't gut him like I planned. No Merrick yet, but feels like we're getting closer. Go over what we just learned. The damn worm cult is really back. I thought they scattered after we stopped the plane meld. Hey, you'd hear about a few remnants, but nothing significant. Not like this. And he said they had a new weapon. What the tusk is a Soul Reaper anyway? That's over in Volkwasten. They built it inside a big tree on the western side of town. How about you find this Magister, figure out what business she has with Mazama, and if she's seen Merrick, I'll collect Weemy and wait for you outside the tavern. I never expected the enemy to be the Worm Cult. Thought they were finished after we stopped the plane meld. Obviously, Merrick has a plan to crush them. Let's get to the Tall Trunk Tavern in Volkwasten and see what this Magister can tell us. I thought so, pal. They were leaderless after you and the companions beat the evil bastard Mannimarco. When our little trip to Cold Harbor stopped Molag Bal's plane meld, the Worm Cult should have died. I guess we forced them underground, but didn't squish them hard enough. Let's catch up with Merrick so we can do just that. Look for me outside after you talk to the Magister. I have a few more thoughts I want to share with this worm.
should rest, Magister Andrello. That incident has you all out of sorts.
You're not the usual serving wench. Where's the tonic I requested? I need something to settle my nerves. Oh, what else can befall me today? One more interruption and I'll never make it to Shornhelm on time. I have no idea who that might be. One moment I was about to board a coach to Shornhelm when a strange woman stopped me and looked deeply into my eyes. The next I was waking up here, feeling awful and very much put out. That was the second interruption. Merrick spouted nonsense about the worm cult, even as my apprentice spouted nonsense about seeing me board the coach to Shornhelm while he was carrying me here. Merrick ran off, chasing after the coach, I presume. Apprentice, arrange another coach. We must be off after I finish my tonic. Where's that damn serving wench? A mage of my standing can't miss the meeting at the Mages Guild Hall. It would be unseemly. Forget I said that. There is no meeting. She stepped out of the shadows and blocked my path as I walked to the coach. I remember her unsettling eyes as she stared at me. After that, I awoke in here. If she used some spell to take my form, she must be a powerful mage indeed.
Did you find the Magister, pal? I think I demonstrated a lot of restraint, waiting out here and not going inside for an ale or two. Any luck finding Magister Andrello? That's a strange story. And the woman, it could have been Mazama. Did the Magister say anything about Guildmaster Merrick? Wait, Merrick's notes mentioned that the enemy was interested in Rivenspire. Shornhelm's in Rivenspire. What could the worm cult be after in that part of the world? And Razawir the cultist told us the worm cult wants revenge on the Mages Guild as well as the Fighters Guild. This is bad. Let's get to the Shornhelm Mages Guild and try to catch up with Merrick. If you need quick transport to Shornhelm's Mages Guild, take Weemy. I'm sure Prince Azar won't mind. And even if he did, he's not here to stop you. I'll send word to the little prince and meet you there. It's about time I punched something. What, do I look like a mind reader to you? If I had to... And we need to go help him!
I appreciate the Fighters Guild coming to our aid, Prince Azar.
Comrade, Scordo. I came as soon as I received your message.
Gabriel! Azar! The worm cult is going to attack the Mages Guild!
They're already here. Merrick arrived before you and the prince. He ran down to help.
The attack's begun and Merrick ran down there.
It's good to see you, friend. But we have a situation. How can that... We eradicated them, didn't we? A threat of this magnitude must be crushed swiftly. The mages and Merrick can use our help. Can I count on you to join the fight? A little on the dark side. The door to the underground chambers is right over there. Be careful.
Go, comrade. We need to help the guild master. Let's look for Guildmaster Merrick, but be ready to take down any cultists you see.
I saw another Red Guard from the Fighters Guild. He headed toward the meeting chambers.
That's the last of them.
Just like at our guild halls, we'll not be a sign of forced entry, yet clear signs of battle. The Mages Guild built all this under Shornhelm? I wonder if the people know what lies beneath this. Did you feel that? Hurry! Through those doors ahead. Look! Across the chasm! Guildmaster Merrick! The Worm Cult has him! Let my mentor go, foul creature!
Stop, mortal! The Soul Reaper is not yet stable!
Merrick! No! That explosion! Stendar, preserve him! Merrick was caught in the blast!
A dead mortal's appearance is no good to me. Come, we're done here.
As you wish, Mizama.
No! Merrick can't be dead! We need to reach him! Stendar, please! Merrick can't be dead! We just can't. By the gods! Merrick's dead. By the swords of my forefathers, I will make the Worm Cult pay.
I came as quick as I... Oh no. Merrick. The Magisters. What happened?
Merrick destroyed the Worm Cult device. It exploded and killed him. Comrade, please. Search the area and gather Guildmaster Merrick's weapons. You found something. Let me see. That was his father's sword. Merrick wielded it proudly. Merrick would polish that shield for hours. It was almost a ritual for him.
I'll teleport the remains of that horrid device upstairs for study.
What a loss. Merrick was our leader, my mentor. Practically a father to me since I joined the Fighters Guild. Thank you for gathering his sword and shield. Strange, though, that a Daedra was leading these worm cultists. What was that note you found? Let me see. A worm cult nest on Rivenspire's northern coast? Stendar blesses us with another foolish enemy, quick to put their plans to paper. First, however, we must go to the Fighters Guild Hall in Shornhelm. Tell Scordo what befell Merrick.
Use the nearby doors to leave. When you assault the worm nest, the Mages Guild will join you. You have my word.
As the guilds first defeated the worm cult, so shall we do so again. But that device, a Daedra named Mazama called it a Soul Reaper.
Soul Reaper, hmm? We'll study it and determine its exact purpose.
Gabrielle, can you help me take care of Guildmaster Merrick?
Of course, Princessa.
Good riddance to those mad cultists and their bad man tree.
Princess Ah, the guild hall's on high alert. I was about to lead a contingent of fighters to the Mages Guild.
The battle's over, Scordo. Guildmaster Merrick is dead.
What? Not Merrick? Hey, pal, tell me what happened. That can't be right. What Princess Ah said. Merrick can't be dead. Tell me this is some sort of bad joke, pal. Those Tuscan bastards! I came back here to rally the troops, but I should have gone down there with you! I could have saved Merrick, damn it! This is bad. What's the guild gonna do without its guildmaster? And at a time like this? Oh, right, of course. Merrick loved these. They were family heirlooms. He was proud to wield them in service to the greater good. He was always spouting nonsense like that. All right. Tell me that you and the prince have a plan to make someone pay.
Guildmaster Merrick is really dead, Scordo. Scordo's correct. I hear your words, but my mind is a storm of emotions. Merrick, my friend, my mentor, he died and I couldn't save him. I wasn't even at his side. I wasn't there to help him when he needed me the most. Stendarr, help me. I don't know what to do. You dare speak to a prince of the realm like that? Using harsh words to ignite the fires of anger and burn away the depression that was dampening my resolve. Well done. We may have lost Merrick, but we're not done yet. Thank you for reminding me. Your words were like a raging fire in the forest, incinerating the despair that was strangling my soul. Before we take action, I want to commend you and reward you for your service. And ask that you stay to finish this with us. For Merrick. Your strong reproach made me realize that the world doesn't stop just because someone we respected and cared about is no longer with us. We know who the enemy is and where to find them. The time has come to take the battle to the worm cult. The note we discovered talked about a worm nest on the northern coast of Rivenspire. We must gather our forces, storm their lair, and deal with the worm cult leader, Mazama. Perhaps, but I don't think so. Everything happened quickly after Merrick destroyed the Soul Reaper and Mazama retreated. The job I hired you for ended when we found Merrick. But I'd like to extend your employment. Help us assault the worm cult nest.
Pardon the interruption. Von Escalarian would like to talk to you. He's right outside.
The leader of the Mages Guild? Welcome, Vonus. We're glad to be working alongside you and your guild again.
There's no time for niceties, Azar. You there, come speak to me. Despite the dire circumstances. Thank you for purging our sanctum of the worm cult infestation. Reliable as ever, I see. Please, describe everything you experienced during the attack. Spare no detail. Yes. Gabriel called Mazama snake-like. My extensive knowledge of Daedra tells me that she's likely a harvester, known for their illusion magic. I suspect that's how she got into our sanctum undetected. Tell me, how did Merrick die? Merrick was a great warrior, but also reckless. Attacking an unknown arcane device. Clearly a miscalculation. An intact Soul Reaper would have revealed more than the shards we recovered. Had he waited for you to intervene, he might still be alive. That's fair. I do appreciate the help. And perhaps more would have died if Merrick hadn't destroyed the Soul Reaper. Thank you for your recounting of what you saw. Now, where can we find the worm cult nest you uncovered? I know that lighthouse well, and am aware of a cove to the south. Let me mark it on your map. We'll meet you there after I conclude my business with Prince Azah and Skordo. No guild can function without a guild master. Not even the Fighters Guild. What haven't I been up to? I am Tamriel's greatest living mage, after all. I had just started to get inclinations that the worm cult might not be as finished as we thought when word reached me about the attacks on the guild halls. I am beyond annoyed. Just that I wish we had an intact one to study. They've been appearing throughout the land at sites where the worm cult is engaging in hostile actions. Ever since Manamarco started his Order of the Black Worm, they've been nothing but trouble. Isn't it obvious? With Merrick dead, someone needs to take the reins of the Fighters Guild until their ponderously slow council can select a new guild master. Since they're in the thick of it, Skordo and Prince Azah are the most likely candidates. Certainly not, and I wouldn't presume. But in this time of trouble, we need a stable and functioning Fighters Guild to stand against the worm cult. Prince Azah has leadership training and was taught by Guildmaster Merrick. He's the clear choice. What haven't I been up to? The Fighters Guild requires leadership. I suggest Prince Azah take command until your council can select a new guildmaster.
He's right, Azah. And you know the rest of the guild is more likely to follow you than they are me.
As much as I want to be there with you, I see the wisdom in Varnus' words. I'll stay behind to command the guild.
nest easy.
Keep looking. The nest must be here somewhere. Ah! The nest entrance. Let's head inside. I suggest we split our forces. We'll draw less attention and hurry our search for Mazama.
Good call. We'll go west. You and our friend head north.
I sympathize with the Fighters Guild's desire for vengeance, but let's not ignore the bigger picture. We need a clearer understanding of the cult's goals. Their return serves a darker purpose. I sense illusion magic beyond the crumbled wall. Find the source.
He's got it! For glory!
I offer my great strength! Yes, there's something here. I'll dispel the illusion. A hidden journal. Intriguing. What does it say? A means to deactivate the Soul Reapers. But where do they funnel souls to? Let's keep searching. These disgusting worms burrow.
Courage brings victory.
Look, past the gate. Captives from the Mages Guild.
Resist if you will. We take your soul either way.
The device siphoned their souls. Horrid dead. We must destroy that Soul Reaper. Destroy that abomination! Tear out its core as the journal described. Excellent. They can be destroyed without triggering a fatal explosion. Now that I witnessed a Soul Reaper firsthand, The scope of the danger becomes quite clear. This goes beyond the threat to the fighters and mages guilds. But what is the Worm Cult's ultimate goal? I have contended with the Worm Cult longer than anyone. Based on previous encounters, they usually seek something disastrous. The more information we learn down here, the better. I sense illusion magic nearby. Let's search this room for its source.
Keep moving!
The illusion is behind that altar, along the wall. What can we learn from this scroll? A singular focus on the destruction of every living being. They must be stopped. Our search continues.
Let my magic empower you! For my great strength! Let my magic empower you!
Fight? Good.
I shall augment your attacks! I offer my great strength!
The Fighters Guild contingent, all dead. Let me take a look at that sword. It's Scordo's blade, all right. I'd know his tough, stubborn aura anywhere, and the sword reeks of it. He wouldn't have parted with his weapon, not unless he had no choice. Our task now shifts from gathering information to rescuing Scordo the Knife. By doing something reckless. We must split up. I suspect time is of the essence, and I won't see another member of the Fighters Guild fall this day. Take the eastern hallway, and be careful. Illusions abound in this place.
Gordo, you're injured.
No, Varnus! I'm over here! That's not me!
It me. My master demands your presence.
Dragging Varnus into a portal!
The Great Mage does not fall easily.
You can't have him, creature!
Protect the staff!
First, the mage's head. Next, the fighter's heart.
Varnus is gone. Mazama took him.
Yeah, let's figure this out, pal. Mazama ambushed me. Cast a spell and I blacked out. I woke up feeling wrung dry. Like how you described Magister Andrello. I guess that's what it feels like when the snake takes your appearance. Yeah, but I think she's planning more than that. Did you hear what she said about the fighter's heart? But what do I know? I can't even keep my friends safe. It's all falling apart, pal. I don't think we're gonna beat the worms this time. Can't even let me have a moment, huh, pal? But yeah, I'm still better at punching people than anyone I know. Present company excluded. Alright, let's get the tusk out of here. Maybe Gabrielle can portal us somewhere, and we can make a plan. How do you feel about a portal, Gabrielle?
Of course. One portal to Shornhelm's Mages Guild coming up.
About Varnus.
No apologies, Gordo. We'll get Varnus back. I'll take Varnus' staff. It may behave strangely in untrained hands.
All yours. Now let's get out of here.
love cities. The rude people, the noise, the chaos. Is it strange that I find it comfortable?
Tell me, what happened? Where's Varnes?
I'll let our friend fill you in. I need to think.
I came as soon as I received Gabrielle's summons, just in time to see you all return. But where's Varnes? And why do Gabrielle and Scordo look so haggard? What happened at that worm nest, comrade? We can destroy the Soul Reapers without unleashing a killing explosion? That's excellent news. I can't wait to hear the details. But what do they actually do? And by the swords of my forefathers, tell me what happened to Varnes. Mizama and the Worm Cult captured Varnes Galarian, the leader of the Mages Guild and the greatest mage alive. You probably should have led with that, comrade. First Merrick, now Varnes. By Stendarr's beard, what other disasters can befall us? The Mage's Head obviously refers to Varnes. As for the Fighter's Heart, she already killed Merrick. I'm just a temporary substitute for the duration of this crisis. What could she... Set's tears! She means to attack the Earth Forge! Merrick told me about that. You destroyed the Mortum Vivicus with the weapon, yes? So you know the power of the Earth Forge. Mizama can look like anyone, and she currently wears Scordo's form. She can walk right in. We need to get there now.
I can open a portal to the Earth Forge. Then Prince Azah and I have our own task to attend to.
We do. What can be more important than defending the Earth Forge and stopping Mizama?
Moloch's jawbone! The attack's already begun! Let's talk before we rush in blindly. Look at what Mizama and her worms have done. Sure, but yeah, with
Sheath your weapons. The battle is won. They will be ours!
Destroy them! infestation! Faster, pal! As long as Mazama's pretending to be me, my guildmates are dying!
Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse.
I don't remember these corridors being so dismal. There! That's me! I mean, not me! Mazama! Get her!
I won, mortal. I shattered your fear. Killed or captured your leaders. The Order of the Black Worm is victorious! Come to my illusion! Immortal! Destroying me won't stop our master's plan!
Well done, friend. You made Mazama pay for Merrick and all the deaths she caused.
And it looks like the worms didn't get all my guildmates. That's something at least.
Good job taking down Mazama, but we're not safe yet. As Prince Azah and I were meeting with representatives of the three alliances, we received reports of Soul Reapers and Worm Cult attack squads appearing across Tamriel. It's bad out there. Not exactly. Prince Azah and I were able to get the alliances to send ambassadors to Sturk, the same island where Ivanis forged the agreement to attack Cold Harbor. But we're far from reaching such an agreement again. Frankly, we could take my portal to Sturk and talk to your alliance's ambassador. Convince them that the worm cult threat is real and we need to work together to stop it. Prince Azah and I will lean on the other two and do the same. I left the Alliance ambassadors alone on Sturk with Prince Azah. Let's go try to convince them.
mistakes. We need the three alliances to cooperate.
We got them to come to Sturk. That's a start. Now we just need to make them see reason.
Ambassadors, please! You must listen!
Those attacks in Oradon. Prince Azar says it's the worm cult.
What does it matter? We can't fight wars in both Cyrodiil and our sovereign territory.
Princess
I was raised in...
Gabriel was bringing the hero who uncovered this plot. Let's hear them out.
Prince Azar insists that all of Tamriel is in danger. Would you care to elaborate? I need more details if I'm to make a recommendation of any sort to my superiors. Are you certain it's a resurrected worm cult? And not just the work of an insignificant handful of fanatics who refuse to accept defeat? Surely they can't be a threat to the mighty Aldmeri Dominion. I see. Yes, I can see why Gabrielle and Prince Azar seem so concerned. I'll bring this information to my superiors straight away.
I'm sure I speak for my fellow diplomats when I say we will pass on the information, but can make no promises.
Vanus' staff. It's reacting to you, friend. Reach out and see what happens. Vanus!
Listen, everyone. My time is short. You must hear what I have to say. Let us speak! I am very much relieved that my spell succeeded and reached you. And I see you've gathered the alliances. Good, good. Needless to say, the worm cult captured me. My spell won't last long, so listen closely to my instructions. Mizama teleported me and locked me in a cell. Reminds me of Cold Harbor, but also it doesn't. A problem for later. Listen, the Soul Reapers are just the start. The worm cult has a hidden nest. It's amassing forces to launch a devastating attack. My guards mentioned an isolated island called Solstice. If I learn more, I'll contact you again. But you must convince the alliances. They must join with the guilds again to stop this threat. If not, the worm cult will bring death to all of Nirn.
If even the great Vanus Galarian is worried about this threat, we have to act. Now.
There's no time to waste, comrade. Come, let us speak. Between your efforts and Vanus' message, the Alliance ambassadors finally seem willing to throw us their support. And from what Vanus told us, I suspect we'll need it. A rescue must wait. The threat hiding on Solstice is our first priority. Just as the alliances, guilds, and heroes of Tamriel joined forces on Sturk to end the plane meld, we must do so again to stop the worm cult on Solstice. Your actions were instrumental in revealing this threat. I hope we can count on you again.
Practice makes the master.
We need to work together if we're to have any hope of defeating the worm cult.
Agreed. We must report back to our superiors and rally our forces.
And what should we call this newfound camaraderie?
How about the Sturk Fellowship? This island has a habit of being part of these things.
Politics don't interest me.
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.
You have more.